break the matrix.
Stupid. You know the saying, game can recognize game?
Yeah.
Which brings me to the question, why do you guys collab with Fresh and Fit? Because I know you guys know that those guys like are fucking retards, right? So what's like the motivation there? I'm curious.
You know, and this is a question that I didn't know if this was gonna come up, because in this space on Twitter and in this space on the internet, all various people hate various people.
Yeah.
So I decided to not give a shit what I see online. I am only gonna judge people based on my personal experiences with them. That's it. I don't give a fuck what I see on the internet. So if I have a good personal experience with somebody, until I have a bad one, then from my eyes, I'm gonna take them at face value.
Free to Talisman. Brilliantly put. I had a feeling this guy was a snake, man. The other guy, not Tristan. Tristan, perfect way, great way to answer that. And I completely agree. I actually had the same exact experience when I met Fresh and Fit. Speaking of the show last night, when I was thinking about this today in the gym. I had a path. When I was stuck, I just had my main channel on BotTube, and I didn't know, I couldn't tap into like the artistic creative mindset anymore, and I was struggling coming up with content. I decided that I wanted to start doing streams and reaction videos. I started to want to pump out content to make more money, to get more involved in social commentary. And I remember there was a moment where I was watching these three channels: Playback, Abba and Preach, and Fresh and Fit. And they were all doing similar things. They were pumping out content all the time, social commentary based, talking about pop culture. But I first heard about Fresh and Fit because Abba and Preach, Moist Critical, and Playback were making all these videos shitting on Fresh and Fit. Fresh and fraud, Fresh and fraud. The first time I saw Fresh, and he's one of my closest friends now, I would say, but you know, whatever, little bro, whatever. They always played this video of him talking about like his lifestyle and what he does, and everybody was just calling him fresh and fraud, shitting all over them. And I remember I had this moment, I was sitting in my kitchen with my laptop open thinking like, okay, I was making a plan. I wanted to start a commentary channel with somebody. I'm good on podcasts. I was good at speaking. I knew that I could create something like this and make more content and start to create more channels because I was stuck on my main channel. And I had this decision to make, like, what should I do? What should I talk about? Which lane do I take? Because obviously, shitting all over Fresh and Fit is trending right now. You guys remember that 2021? It was just nonstop, Abba and Preach every week, bro. Every week, all these people, look at these alpha males. Look at these alpha males. Every soy boys were saying this all the time, and it was doing really well. And then the comment section was all validating. It's these people that made a career doing that. So I had a decision to make. I'm like, should I go on this jumping on the bandwagon? It's profitable. I remember even talking about this with somebody I wanted to start the channel with. It didn't work out. And then I don't remember what happened, but I was still developing it. And then Myron asked me to come on the podcast. And I went the Tristan Tate route. I'm not going to go judge because there's so much noise on the internet. Everybody hates everybody. Everyone's like, everyone's stirring up drama. Instead of listening to all these people that are just clearly doing this to make a lot of money and it's profitable and blah, blah, blah. Or maybe they're jealous because they're weaker men. Maybe they're jealous because they're in monogamous relationships. Maybe they don't understand that men can live how they actually want to live. They don't need to be tied down by a woman. They don't need to give up their masculine essence. And so I went on the podcast and I talked to them and they were great. I liked both of them. I had no problems at all. They were polite. Everything was professional. Good podcast. So instead of believing all the noise on social media, instead of listening to the soy boys, I just base it off of my actual experience. I trusted the real world. And it ended up like making sense because now I look back and I can't even imagine that I had to consider it that much. But I was still in New York, liberal mindset, so I was still like not sure what direction I wanted to take. I had a choice at that point. I remember sitting down at the table, laptop open, notes. What type of content am I going to do? Like literally, what ideology am I going to follow? And I just followed what I thought was true. So don't believe the noise on social media. Social media has feminized society forever. Social media has made everything an attention economy, which you can profit off of. And I teach you how on the creativity kit. But the attention economy is female-centered, because seeking attention, seeking validation, seeking approval, wanting to be judged based off of your appearance and all that, those are all feminine traits. It's a feminine thing to constantly be thinking about how people are perceiving you. Men just act. Men are, of the two genders, men are the ones that are supposed to be getting it done, providing, and continuing to improve. So always looking into a camera lens, judging and hearing yourself, looking at yourself, judging your appearance, right? Redoing it, resaying it, posting something literally specifically for validation. That's the only reason you post on Instagram. That's a feminine trait. And social media has made it so everybody's involved in this, and it's feminized everything. And until you really realize that, I don't think you could properly use it as a tool like we all should be using it. You shouldn't be using it to be mindlessly entertained. You have to be monetizing it. But it's feminized everything forever. So the answer, and Hamza was talking about this today, we used to be able to say things like, do what feels good. But you can't just do what feels good anymore, because what feels good is just cheap dopamine. And if everything is feminized, everything has become cheaper and quicker and faster, your attention span is going to go to shit. You're going to become feminine. You're going to be a soy boy. You're going to be playing video games all day. Doing what feels good is a trap. You have to do what's right. You have to actively fight the feminization of society and actively fight all the distractions. So work extra hard in the gym and go out of your way to chug a bunch of eggs and go out of your way to have a masculine network around you so that you can resist how feminized everything else is becoming. If you don't actively fight that, you're going to become a product of it, just like everybody in this picture and just like Laba and Leech, who ended up snaking me, even though Myron told me that they were going to do that. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt, because I've always, even though I grew up on social media, I've always trusted my intentions. My intentions have always been good and have pretty much always been pure, I think. So I give people a lot of the benefit of the doubt. Can you react to this new Brett video, Samuel? What is it? Can you do this? Can you do that? Shut up.
Welcome back to the comment section.
The predators online are not even hiding it. All right, perfect. Brett Kruger just dropped a new video. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. More memes though. Was that good rant? Articulate or not?